Welcome to Golden Bachelor. If you love celebrity news and real entertainment updates, you're in the right place. Mel Owens never promised that his journey to find love would be simple. And honestly, with Mel, nothing ever really is. Viewers watched him step into the spotlight as the Golden Bachelor, with charm, humor, and just enough chaos to keep the entire nation glued to their screens. But what no one expected was the twist that happened long before the cameras stopped rolling, because Mel's lack of commitment became the center of the season's biggest heartbreak. Mel chose Peg Munson as his final rose recipient, but he didn't choose an engagement. Instead, he offered her a diamond promise ring, a symbol of "let's see where this goes," wrapped inside a sparkly box. For Peg, it was enough. For Cindy Colors, though, it was the beginning of the end. Cindy came into the season as a woman who knew exactly what she wanted. She wasn't shy, she wasn't confusing, and she wasn't about wasting time. She opened her heart wide, brought Mel to Austin to meet her family, and even packed her life in Texas in her mind, ready to move to California to be with him. And for a while, it looked like Mel felt the same way. But Antigua changed everything. As the season approached the fantasy suites, Cindy found herself wrestling with something she couldn't ignore. While Peg and Mel seemed to grow more connected, Cindy felt him slipping away. She sensed hesitation, uncertainty, something he wasn't saying out loud. So she confronted him, directly, boldly, honestly. That moment became the cliffhanger that no one could stop talking about. Cindy stood there, staring Mel in the eye, asking him a question that would make any man sweat. "Where do you really stand with me?" Mel tried, he talked, he hesitated, he stumbled, but what he didn't do was say he was in love. And Cindy felt that in her chest, like a door quietly closing. Before the fantasy suite could even begin, Cindy made a decision, a dramatic one, a heartbreaking one, a decision that would shock the entire Golden Bachelor Nation. She quit. She walked away from the man she had imagined a future with. And Mel? He watched her leave. But later, after the camera stopped rolling, after Peg had accepted her promise ring, after the champagne had been poured and the lights dimmed, Mel finally revealed the full story. And what he said stunned everyone. In a post-show interview, he admitted something he had never said on camera. Cindy had actually turned him off long before she left the show. According to him, Cindy had a habit that pushed him away. Not her excitement, not her intensity, but the way she kept telling him what he was thinking and what he was feeling. Mel said she had already planned the wedding, the happily ever after, the forever and ever, even before he could process his own emotions. He described it like she was already walking down the aisle while he was still trying to figure out where the aisle even started. Mel said she wanted to leave the island not only in love, but engaged, committed, and already stepping into death do us part. And while that mindset works for some couples, for Mel, it was too much, too fast. But then came the surprise. When asked if he had commitment issues, an accusation Cindy strongly suspected, he denied it completely. Not just casually, but firmly. He said, "I'm committed, just not to her." My feelings were stronger for Peg, much stronger. Strong enough to choose Peg over Cindy. Strong enough to give Peg his final rose. But not strong enough for a proposal. And that's exactly where fans became divided. Was Cindy pushing too hard? Or was Mel not ready for the level of commitment he claimed he was open to? Some viewers believe Cindy was simply a woman who knew her worth and wasn't afraid to ask for clarity. Others think she sensed Mel slipping away and just wanted honesty. And still, others feel Mel wasn't being fully transparent until she walked out of the show. But Mel didn't walk away from everything. His connection with Peg Munson only grew after the show ended, and together they addressed the rumors swirling around their relationship. Peg, always calm, always graceful, assured fans that things were just fine between her and Mel. She reminded everyone that real relationships take time. They need space to breathe, to grow, to become something real before they become something permanent. Mel agreed, explaining that they weren't racing toward a finish line. Their plan was simple: enjoy life, enjoy each other, and let everything unfold naturally. No pressure, no expectations, no timelines. Just two people who genuinely like being together. Peg explained it best. When you date someone, it progresses on its own. Proposal, marriage, whatever it grows into, that's how love works. Their love story is slower, softer, more natural. No rushing, no demands, no deadlines. Just possibility, wide open and unfolding one day at a time. Meanwhile, fans are buzzing with excitement about Cindy's future. Many are already campaigning for her to become the next Golden Bachelorette, imagining a season where she gets to lead the journey instead of walking away from it. Because Cindy may have left Antigua without Mel, but she didn't leave without strength, confidence, and a story that resonated with thousands of viewers. As for Mel and Peg, they're trying to write a love story without the pressure of the spotlight. Whether it leads to a proposal, a wedding, or simply a long, joyful romance, only time will tell. But one thing is certain: Mel learned a lot from this journey, and so did the women who loved him. Now the question remains: will Mel and Peg's slow-burn romance turn into a forever love, or was Cindy right about him all along? That's for viewers and time to decide. If you love following the twists, surprises, and heartwarming chaos of the Golden Bachelor world, don't forget to like the video, leave your thoughts, and share where you stand on Mel, Cindy, and Peg's love triangle. Every opinion adds to the story. And as always, stay tuned, because in Bachelor Nation, the end of a season is only the beginning of the real drama. Thanks for watching Golden Bachelor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next big story.